Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're actually going to be reviewing the Book of Boba Fett. Now, if you don't know, I'm actually a pretty big Star Wars fan, been all my life, so I thought today we'd try out reviewing the Book of Boba Fett. So first off, I want to talk about the characters. First off, I guess we should talk about Boba. I thought Boba's character in the show was pretty hit or miss for me, honestly. He could go from being pretty interesting with him like trying to adjust to being with the sand people and trying to like leave his past behind. And then there were times where I thought he wasn't really interesting, kind of when he was just kind of walking through Mos Espa, just kind of doing whatever. Thought it was kind of boring, to be honest with you. I don't like how, honestly, Boba didn't get, I think, enough focus on the show. I guess we could talk about that a little bit later. But, yeah. Next up, Fennec Shand. I thought she was honestly not the greatest. I mean, I didn't really have any liking towards her when she showed up in The Mandalorian and then a little bit in The Bad Batch. She pretty much just stands around and, I don't know, shoots things for Boba. She does have the one really cool scene in the final episode where she kills all of the Pike leaders, which is, I guess that's her one cool scene that she gets. But, another character, Mandalorian, he shows up, kind of unexpectedly midway through. He's just as good as he is in The Mandalorian, a show that I greatly like. I like how that in the beginning he is able to kind of like move away from the father of looking after Grogu. Yeah, but I think he's still a pretty good character. Honestly, steals the scene whenever he's on screen, and yeah, I think he's a pretty good addition. Cad Bane. Cad Bane is a character I was super hyped to see in episode 6. I did think he was a bit underutilized. I think he could have shown up maybe a bit earlier to do some more with kind of building up the tension on like the Pike side of things and making them maybe a bit more imposing faction than this kind of just showing up at the very end. And I know a lot of people think that he's not dead, but I'm pretty sure he's dead, guys. That doesn't mean he can't show up in other things. It just have to be obviously before this time. But yeah, I love Cad Bane, but I think we should have honestly gotten a bit more of him. I guess that kind of leads into the Pikes. I do appreciate that they added the Pikes into live action. They're one of the biggest parts of, like, I guess the crime part of the Star Wars universe. Their transition to live action, the look of them, I would honestly wish they're a bit closer to how they looked in the Clone Wars. I just honestly think they're better. I don't know, I think they looked fine, but, yeah, I guess they were an alright, like, main villain, if not a bit generic. Next up, the Tuscans. The Tuscans they had were very interesting, kind of to flesh out, a smaller faction of the Star Wars universe that doesn't get much attention all that often. I liked how it kind of improved their culture, adding just yet again more depth to them, and humanizing them in more way, because like most other Star Wars media just guys as like, I don't know, these creatures are like humans in the desert that you kind of think of just as barbaric. And yeah. And then I guess like some more minor characters like Black Chrysanthemum, the Wookiee. I thought he was pretty cool, if not a bit, I don't know, plot armor heavy-ish, especially in that last episode. The Mod Gang, I think the concept is there. I think like the Cyborg Gang could have been cool. I think they didn't go hard enough on it. I think they could have looked a bit more, I don't know, what's the best, robotic probably would have helped a bit more. But yeah, they're definitely, I can see why a lot of people don't like them. But I mean, I don't know. I think the concept is there. And yeah, that's pretty much most of the characters. I guess I can move on to the plot now. So the good stuff. I liked the background information that they give in when Boba's in the bacta tank with him getting out of the Sarlacc pit and like joining with the Tuscans. I think the second episode is where they have it's almost entirely flashback, especially with that train sequence. I think when they take down that train, it's really cool. Yeah, some other good plot stuff. I think the Mandalorian, I guess Mandalorian episode, season 3, episode 1 was a very good episode, if not entirely related to, I guess, the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, I think the conflict that they set up with the Pikes was a good idea, if just not executed the best. Some of the bad stuff, I think, they did not need to add Luke and Ahsoka and Baby Yoda. I feel like they were unnecessary and more of trying to add to set up the Ahsoka show and maybe a little bit of way and to add to Mandalorian season 3. I think the Pikes, once again, were an underdeveloped faction. If you haven't seen the Clone Wars, which I feel like there'd be a decent amount of people that watch the show that haven't, wouldn't really know what they are, so they wouldn't get a good sense of why they're even, I don't know, need to sell the spice and that they're so worried about it. I think the final episode especially kind of showed the choppiness of it. There was some pretty good parts, there was some pretty bad parts. Yeah. I guess some of the weird stuff, I'd say like some of the weird stuff would be kind of the mod gang and how they're, I don't know, it's kind of strange, some of the stuff they do, and I don't know. And then when the Freetown people come in, I think that's kind of strange. I think they were just kind of an unnecessary, I don't know, addition in general. I guess another good thing I had was the addition of like Boba riding the Rancor. That was very cool. The design of the Scorpic destroyers was cool. Like to see Dave Filoni adding more stuff from Legends. If they were a bit, I don't know, nerfed, I would say, if they weren't able to just kill a bunch of random people. So some final thoughts I'd have. What I'd keep the addition of Mando, actually, but I would remove Luke, Baby Yoda, and Ahsoka. I'd keep all of the flashback stuff, maybe tweak it a bit. I'd keep the conflict with the Pikes, and I'd keep Cad Bane probably. What I'd get rid of, like I said before, Luke, Ahsoka, Grogu. I'd maybe trim down that 5th episode just to maybe add some more Boba stuff, because obviously this show was called The Book of Boba Fett. If the mod gang were to be kept in its current state, I'd honestly remove them. I think they're pretty stupid. But I guess that could be something I'd tweak just to make them a bit more, I don't know, interesting and not, I'd say, Power Ranger-esque as they've been compared to. Yeah, I guess that's some of the most major things I'd change. Where I'd rank this a solid 6 out of 10 sticks of butter. This has been the review, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out, butter boys.